There comes a time. The whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery. Never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good. But we are blessed by DIKE, so we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the end of the tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe, black strands crossing grey stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, the actions I see malice. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. We go carry the cross together. We walk through to Zion. We stumble, we rise. How the victory was done. They will know. They will know. The sun is rising. From east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world. Because the sun is rising. I see we shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. Hey, they will know, they will know, they will know. The light shine, the sun is rising. Wave your flag anywhere you are. The light shine, the sun is rising.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, wherever you might be, Biafrans all over the world. I want to welcome you to this wonderful 25th of April episode of IPOB Agricultural Campaign in Biafra land. And it's my pleasure to be here. My name is Mazi, IKEM DIKE, and I want to say welcome to the program. Thank you very much once again. As you join us, please like and share. Make sure you tag your friends. Because we are bringing you this wonderful and fantastic episode to be able to encourage our people in Biafra land and all over the world for the need to embark on agricultural and food production. This is the season. We are in April, and this is the best time to start planting. I know that many of you must have prepared your farms, you have done the cutting of the trees and preparation, and for those who are burning, they have finished burning their farms because that is a culture. You set the land ablaze to burn off all the cut down trees and to be able to make space for you to make your planting. This is the season, and I believe that many have already started planting different kind of crops, yam, maize, cassava, which are our stable staple food we depend on for starch and so many other uh, food products and ingredients for our survival. Why have IPOB embarked on this intensive agricultural campaign? It is important that our people understand that the time we live in now requires that we must put focus on our food production. And IPOB have taken the initiative not just on media campaign, but also have shown the working by supporting our people on the ground with seed and some level of incentive. And IPOB also himself have decided to embark on themselves on some projects to be able to help in food production. And I can guarantee you that by the end of the season, we're going to have a wonderful year. Last year, IPOB provided tons of maize seedlings, tons of yam seedlings, tons of cassava stems for planting, and so many other agricultural products. And these are ways to encourage our people, especially people that are less privileged, to have access to some of these crops and seedlings. So IPOB last year delivered tons to different local government, to different districts and different units to be able to give our people that opportunity that they lack in Nigeria. A role that the government is supposed to play, the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have taken up that responsibility to make sure that they take over the role of the Nigerian government, because we cannot afford to abandon our people because Nigeria have abandoned them. It is not possible. So on that note, we are back in 2025 again, and we have returned to remind our people that this agricultural project is a culture for us. It's not something we do 1 year and abandon the next year. No, it's a continuous process because we understand the importance of food production and the danger we have also experienced in the past where we had a food blockade. And that is what we are experiencing with the activities of Fulani herdsmen killing, ravaging communities to deprive them from having that possibility of planting for this season. Is another form of food blockade itself. But thanks to the Eastern Security Network that have been put in place by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to secure our bushes and our farms, sponsored and financed by the indigenous people of Biafra, we can guarantee some level um, of security of farms, where we have also seen the activities online in most cases where they defend our farms and our land from Fulani invasion with their cows. And today we can feel some level of insecurity in our farms because of these gallant men who have dedicated themselves, who have put their life on the line to make sure that Biafra land is secured. So it is not just a one-way approach to the issue of agriculture, but it is a diverse way approach where we are working synonymously and unanimously to make sure that we provide in our own little capacity the seedlings, do the orientation, carry out the training, carry out all the sensitization, which we are doing here in the media. And the sensitization is not just coming to talk about it in the media, we're also practicing it. So in the next few minutes, I believe that the clip of what I have been able to put together for Biafrans will be playing. And as soon as that clip is ready, I will let my producer put them on board so that you can see how you can actually use a little space
So
in
I have
your
to start
around
now.
environment
This is the sand
to
we are going to use
use your
for
food.
planting.
So
This is the sand we are going to use for
please,
planting.
producer, I would let you in when I'm ready to let that clip play. These are two different clips, but they are the same videos. And we also have another clip where I did soil collection. So I will also encourage our producer to get me that clip where I did soil collection because I have to start by letting our people understand how they can do soil collection. You collect your soil, then you talk about the bagging. So let us start with the soil collection procedures as recorded, and that clip will come briefly. Now, what IPOB is trying to do is to make our people understand that no matter how little your space is, there is always opportunity for you to grow your food, no matter how little they are, no matter how minute, but they will always make a huge contribution at the end of the day. So we have been able to come up, which have become the modern farm technological procedures these days, where you can actually use containers to do planting around your compound, around your house. And in fact, I in this clip showed it practically how you can do that. And we have seen a lot of online activities of other individuals using bags to do their planting. And we have also been able to come up to make our people understand that you can use bag not just for yam, because what our people specifically do is using bags to plant yam. But you can also use bags to plant so many other crops that are not yam. You can use it to plant. So let us take a look at this clip where I did soil collection, and we'll be back.
So, guys, as a way to encourage our people, so guys,
So I think that we have another clip which I'm going to definitely forward to our producer right away, because I know that I believe the right clip should be here. Let's see. Let's see. I hope that uh, it, it will be able to play. It will be able to play now. Let's see. Because this clip is gives you the idea how you can manage bagging of your sand and using them to grow your crops. And what I've done specifically is to get already well treated manured sand, then which I paid for, by the way, because nothing is free in this part of the world. So I got them and brought them down to where I live, my compound. And, because they say seeing is believing. So it's not a question of maybe somebody trying to come to the media to talk about issues, but practicing them and making our people see what we are talking about. They might not be in a very large quantity. They might be in a small quantity, but no matter how little it is encouraging. It is encouraging. So I believe that the clip will be coming on board where I did some sand
guys,
collection.
so as a way to encourage culture,
Yes, so
I
here
live
is the
in
clip.
Italy here, and as we all know, that Italy is a country of agriculture massively. I also do my own little agriculture for the past 3 4 years, but despite the fact that I have left my bigger farm, but I'm doing little uh, cultivation. So this year I'm going to do some pepper, I'm going to do some okra, and uh, and I'm also going to do a little yam, but I'm going to do them in bags though. I'm going to do them in bags, and I'm here to collect soil. I'm here to collect soil for planting. So this is the process. This is the process of soil collection, which I'm going to keep you guys updated on the process and all that, so that you'll understand that no matter how little space you have, you can always make use of your little space for your cultivations. You can do in bags, you can do in containers, you can do different kind of crops, um, tomatoes, pepper, onions, whatever you can do in little bags, and using your little space in the environment you find yourself. So we are doing soil collection here, and we are going to bag them for our planting.
Yeah, so that was me there reporting and showing you how I did soil collection. Now we're going to take the second clip, excuse me, where I actually did some planting, excuse me, guys. So the clip also is going to come on board soon so that I can have a clear clip
So
of
I have to
what
start
was.
now. This is
Okay,
the
there we
sand
go. There we go.
we are going to use for planting. This is the sand we're going to use for planting. Hello guys. Good afternoon. Good morning, wherever you might be. I want to, as part of the process, to educate our people on the need for us to go into agriculture. Um, and we have been on this process of educating our people that any little space you have can serve the purpose of agriculture. Um, it's not something we're just coming on media to talk about, but we're also practicalizing and practicing, showing people how they can run agricultural activities around their vicinities, around their house and compounds in Biafra land. So this is the reason I'm practicalizing to show you. I know there are a lot of lectures out there as well, but we are bringing this particular exclusive training on BTV Europe so that our people will understand that you can use any little space you have around your vicinity to grow food. No matter how little, I'm going to show you as well things we've been able to do and what we are going to do today. So here we are. I have already shown you the collection of the sand. So I'm taking the sand and I'm taking them to, where we're going to do the bagging. The bagging, so it's a process. This is a well manured sand, very rich, and I believe they are going to give good agricultural yield at the end of the day. So what we're going to also do is to help you follow the process until we even harvest. So that we all work in tandem in making sure that what we are doing is not just about showing you production, but also showing you harvest. We're also going to show you our harvest at the end of the day. So over time, we have been able to do some planting. We have planted certain crops. We have planted certain vegetables. And today we are going to plant okra. So follow me, follow me. Let us go. Buongiorno, buongiorno. Ciao, ciao. So, what we have here today is
What we have here today is okra. I've just got them, and I'm going to show you how we are going to plant them in bags. These are okra. We have 4 stems, but I believe that I'm going to do 3, 3, or possibly 2, 2, or even 4 per bag. But it's a decision I have to make based on the space I have available. So you are going to see how this okra is being planted. But before I proceed with the planting of the okra, come over here. We have the garden egg. This is the garden egg that we've already done. This garden egg was planted about a week ago, and it's all the same process. This is garden egg. Unfortunately, they have been affected by snail eating the leaves up, and I have to shift them from the position. This is pepper. This is pepper that I planted about 2 weeks now, and they are doing absolutely well. 1, 2, 3 pepper. Here I have some yam planted, uh, and they are about to grow. I have to slice them in pieces, and I have just planted them, and I'm expecting to see them start shooting out in the next coming days. So when they eventually shoots out, I'm going to transplant them and put them in bigger bags. So these are the things we are trying to show our people that you can actually use your compound to grow food. This is potato. This is potato. Bring the camera down so you can have a look at how they are sprouting. You see how they are sprouting, doing excellently well. They are coming gradually. Uh, this is also potato. They are coming gradually. You can see them. This is a type of citron. Citron is called a zucchino in Italian language. It's a class of cucumber and vegetable. So in fact, I have a neighbor who said that she would be interested if I can cultivate for them. So for that reason, I'm doing it. In my previous farm, 3 years ago, I did a huge amount of this zucchino, and I made good supplies to my Italian friends and family. So it is a very good product that they love as well. This is another bag of it. This is a sweet potato. This is a sweet potato. Uh, and they have done very well. So what I did was to actually go buy the plants. I buy the plants and I plant them. The ones I couldn't buy the plant, I got the seed and I plant them. So today I just bought some okra plants, and I'm going to show you how I planted this okra plant in bags, so you can understand that you can use your immediate environment to grow your food. Now, with the type of technology that we have available, you can grow your food within your immediate environment. You can create a kind of fence to avoid animals jumping into, you know, uh, feed on your plants or destroy your crops. You can use. I remember growing up how we use bamboo to make demarcations, to protect, our garden from invasion of domestic animals.
Yeah, so Biafrans, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. That was a demonstration of, uh, you know, activities that have been carried out to show you in practical terms how you can actually do the bagging of your crops.
Protect,
Okay,
our
so
garden from
it is bag. Let's take the second clip now.
invasion of domestic animals and things like that. So I believe that you can as well do that in your immediate environment. So take a look at I'm going to use how I'm going to use these bags. This is what you call the rice bag, and this is 25 kilo. This is 25 kilo, or you call them your normal cement bag. So I'm going to show you an example of how you can use this bag to grow your plants and support yourselves in Biafra land. So let's take a look. We're going to see. I have gotten the sand already. We've gotten the sand, so we're going to start bagging them. We have to start bagging them. You have to start bagging them. Uh, let us see. Let us see how it goes. Come with me. So at this point, we are going to take. I'm going to look at the number I can put that can fit in, that can fit into these bags. Don't look. They are tiny now, but when they start growing, they are going to come very, very massive. So that is why you have to also consider the space. So at this point in time, from my observation, look at how I am putting them in the soil. You put them in the soil. I think I'm going to do 2-2 here. Uh, you see how they have grown. So I'm going to do 2-2 per bag, most probably, so that they can have enough space to breathe and not to suffocate if eventually they start growing up. So let's see. So when you plant, you make sure you push down the sand, push down the sand so that there will be a kind of compact so that air doesn't get into the roots of the sand. Very, very important. When you plant, you push down. Make sure you push down the sand so that air doesn't have access to the root. Very, very important. You push it down. Come a bit forward so that you know you push it down as tight as possible. Push it down, compress, make sure that air doesn't have access. You see what we've been able to do? This is how you plant a very successful okra and other crops on the soil using the bags. You know, you use the bags. These days, agriculture has revolutionized. It's no longer what it used to be. That you have to travel miles to go to the farm. You can actually do that, but you can actually do little stuff around your vicinity in such a way that you can have easy access to food at the end of the season without depending getting everything in the market. So this is Mazi Patrick IKEM reporting direct from Veneto, Italy, and I'll see you back in the studio. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you. Cut the camera.
Thank you very much. That was Mazi came reporting direct from Veneto, Italy. And I believe that example will help so many of our people to understand that you don't even need much. You don't need much. Now, what is the essence of using the bags in planting? When you look at the environment, you see that that environment has a lot of building and it's not meant for farming. That environment is a kind of garden. Not just kind of garden, it is a garden. When you look around, you see trees and buildings all over, and the soil itself might be contaminated as a result of building constructions and tiles and things like that. So what happens is when you use this bag in planting, you create more space, and you also have the opportunity to determine when your crops have insecticide infections, you can treat them easily. It is much easier to handle with insecticide. You have the possibility of creating more space. It's more convenient, and you can do it around your vicinity where you can look up from the upstairs and look at how your crops are doing at the downstairs. So it offers a lot of opportunity and possibility for you to grow your food without any hazards. And that is why I'm showing you this example, because it is very, very important that we enlighten our people that no space is a waste. No space is a waste. Every space around your vicinity can be utilized to grow any crop of your choice using this kind of cement bags, as you may call them, or rice bags, as you may call them. They can help you in food production. And you have seen it in the video. You have seen how I have been able to demonstrate how you can use these bags in planting. Not just only yam or cassava, but you can use them to plant anything at all you feel you need, and you have easy access to them. You can water them as well. So in further episodes, I'm going to show you how to water. And watering is not something you do on a daily basis. And most of the time, even when the rain falls, you don't need to water, because the rain can also help. But when there is no rain and there is lack of rain, you can actually do the watering. So in other episodes, I'm going to show you how I watered these plants in such a way that you don't even have you don't have a lot of fatigue or difficulty in doing that. So the essence of us using this program to educate our people is because we don't want to find ourselves in a situation where we do not have enough food. Because if you cannot produce your own food, then what are you living for? This is the least anybody can do for themselves. Food production. Food production. No matter how little it is, you don't have to go to the market to buy those things anymore. So if you have enough space for you to grow certain kind of food, you'll be surprised at what you are going to gain, the kind of yield you are going to make at the end of the season that can take you for a few months or thereabout. So that is why IPOB have found it imperative to remind our people that the season is here again, and that it's important that we embark on this journey, because we cannot afford to suffer for food scarcity. Considering the amount of inflation going on right now in the zoo called Nigeria, everybody must engage themselves. in food production, in making sure that they have the possibility to make food for themselves, produce. No matter what you are producing, you can do onions. Look at products that you know that are expensive in the market. Anything you know that is expensive in the market, you can grow them around your house. You protect them from animals having access. Like I said in that video clip, you can use bamboo sticks to demarcate the space to make sure that animals, goats, and cattle do not have access into in destroying your crops. So these are safety measures that you can put in place to make sure that your crops are protected. But in this part of the world, animals does not go round like we see them in our villages in Biafra land. So but here is more secure because I don't need any kind of protection compared to what we have in Biafra land. For many of you who live in big cities, like Abuja, Kano, wherever you might be, you can actually take advantage of little space in your compound to grow your food. So it is very, very important that we continue as indigenous people of Biafra to remind our people that we cannot stop in embarking on the journey of food production, considering the experience we have had in the past when we had this issue of food blockade. And we never allow that to happen again. So today we have seen how people are also growing fishes in their compound using containers to grow fish. You can use container to grow any kind of protein. You can do your poultry farm. You can do in little spaces. It had always been our culture, but suddenly we start losing these cultural values. But we want to reinvent them and bring them back again. So for me and for many of us, we believe that agriculture is sustainable in Biafra land if we put our mind to it, if we put our consciousness to it, if we put effort, we can have enough and even share with our neighbors. So it is very, very important that we put a lot of energy in food production. So why have IPOB decided again to make sure that we do not lack in encouraging our people in in food production, because we feel that sense of duty to make sure that our people understand the need, and the danger that we face today when it comes to making our own food and making sure that we have enough. When you look at what the Fulani herdsmen are doing, it is a strategic program to see how they can cut down food production in Biafra land and all over the zoo. But we have a duty to work very, very hard as a people in making sure that we do not become victims of Fulani herdsmen rampage. And that is the reason IPOB have also not just put this campaign in place, but put safety measures in making sure that the Eastern Security Network are there to safeguard, like I said earlier, to safeguard our farmland. And I'm very, very happy that we have been able to provide seedlings for our people in different zones and locations and units, which is a very, very commendable effort. I do not intend to actually open the line, but I know that our people like to make conversation. I don't know if there is anybody that would like to ask questions, if there are clarifications. I would like, in any case, the line to be opened so that our people will be able to ask questions for clarification. If there are questions you would like to ask, the number on the screen is +39 388 177 9665. I will have only 15 minutes. In the next 15 minutes, we'll be ending this program. And I hope that those who need any clarification can call into the program and make their contribution or ask questions. We all know that a lot of things are happening today, and the only way for us to cut down the effect of inflation is by maximizing our food production. When you maximize food production, the cost of living goes down because there is enough in the market. But when there is scarcity, it drives the prices of commodities up. So it is very, very important that our people understand the importance of going into this agriculture in different sectors, not just in one sector, but in different sector. There is a high demand for food and you know, in the market right now, especially now that the northern region have been devastated by the activities of these Fulani herdsmen. Most of the food and the food products come down from the north, as we all know. But with the devastation of the middle belt and some part of the northern region, is going to drive food scarcity in the eastern region. So that is why we must also take advantage of that crisis to be able to have that sustainability. We cannot run away from it. Hence, we can always take advantage of all these crises in making sure that we can even ship food back to the north eventually. So the line is open for those who want to call in. We don't have much time. We just have 10 minutes to go. So anybody who want to call in to make any contribution can do so. Let me see if I can get some comment on the comment section. Let's see what we have on the comment section. We have a comment from Onyi Best Iroko. Biafrans, good morning from here, he said. And we also have Onyi Best. Yes, Onyi Best is almost taking over the entire comment section. We have Opakawan. Opakawan said IPOB one big family. We have Okori Kelechi said, well done, great people of Biafra. And Ume Penny, we have Moses Sunday, we have Enyoma Wankwo. People have started doing it already. That's a good one. Enyoma Wankwo said that people have started doing it already. We encourage you to do more, encourage our people to do more. We haven't do Visiane. We see, and Visiane say we move. So it's not just, we are not just here only to agitate for Biafra, because you need food to also agitate. A hungry man does not agitate. A hungry man, you need energy. You need energy for you to carry out your agitation. If you do not have enough food in your stomach, you might not have the stamina to stand up to your enemies. And one of the strategies of the enemies is to, control your food, because if they can control your food, they can as well control you. We must be, when we talk about independence must come from all ramifications, not just political independence, but also economic and food security. And that is why IPOB had deemed it fit to make sure that the areas of food security is guaranteed for our people through continuous food production. Because we cannot talk about gaining independence from Nigeria where we cannot even produce our own food, where we lack the capacity to feed ourselves. And the world is going to ask you, if we give you independence, how are you going to feed yourself? It's part of the questions that the United Nations is going to ask you. So if we decide now to give you independence, do you have the capacity to feed yourself? You must be able to prove that you have the capacity to feed yourself, that you are not going to be a liability to the world. So we must continue, or we must start to demonstrate this capacity, which we have already. Is an inherent quality that we have as Biafran people. Check if I have a caller. No, there is no caller. There is no caller. Or maybe it is a direct call. This is a direct call. Please, if you want to call, the number is on WhatsApp. Don't flash. Don't flash. This is not just a caller, but he's a flasher. So don't call. We have Mazi Kelechuku. Mazi Kelechuku just did a highlight. Hygienist Madoka from here, Biafrans. Mazi Ken Patrick Idewo. Thank you, Danny Moore Chinedu. Thank you very much, Danny Moore. Greetings. Okay, Danny Moore also greeting Biafrans from all over the world. So the line is open. We have just some minutes to go, and we might not have the time to see. Hello, caller. Good afternoon to the program. Your name and where you are calling from, please.
My name is Mazi Chimobi. I'm calling from Biafra land.
Mazi, you're welcome to the program.
Okay. Mazi, ana m ekele unu na mgbasa ozi unu na-agbasa iji wee hụ na anyị welitekwara erimeri nke eji wee mara anyị nwa ndị bụ Biafra. Anyị lachighara azụ bazie na biznes. Anyị anaghị amazi na ihe ndị ahụ wee ahụ ihe izi nye ahụ ihe ka mkpa mmadụ efu ihe o ji wee zụọ ụmụaka ya. Ana m ekele unu. Ana m asị na ọ ga-adịrị unu mma n'aha Chukwu okike abịa.
Ise.
Afụrụ m ntụziaka i nyere anyị iji were na-etikwa ji n'akpa maka ebe onye enweghị obosara ala. Ihe ndị anụ awụ ihe anyị na-achọ n'oge a. O nwekwa ndị ọzọ aka ya na-akụzikwara ihe gbasara animal husbandry. O nwekwa enyemaka ndị unu ga-enye anyị ịfụ na anyị na-enwetagasị ụmụ ihe ndị kwesịrị ka anyị na-akpa. Onwe emekọ ebe ahụ unu nọ na be ndị ọcha. O nwegasịrị ụmụ anụmanụ ndị nwere ike anyị wetakwa ya na tinyekwa ya na nke anyị wenyekwara ha ya aka iji wee na-aga n'ihu maka na ihe ndị anyị hapụrụ na mbụ ya na-enye anyị nsogbu. Anyị were ihe niile ndị ọcha na-eme hapụzie nke anyị nwa. Ihe anyị kwesịrị ime anyị weta nke ndị ọcha nke ya abara anyị uru anyị tinye na nke anyị. Ọ ya bụ nsogbu anyị nwere anyị ji wee ka nọ na ịta afụfụ.
Maka ihe ndị ọcha na-eme anyị ha bịa welu nke bụ nke anyị baala ha ulu hapụzie nke
jee na befa developụ ya nye ha ihe ha chọrọ. Mana anyị nwere onwe anyị bịa tụfusie ihe niile nke anyị ji wee wụrụ mmadụ ka anyị ji wee nke nne na nna anyị ha ji wee zụọ anyị emezie embrace nke na-adịghị mma nke ndị ọcha maka ndị be anyị anaghị eje weta nke dị mma n'ọrụ nke ahụ anaghị na-adịghị mma ka ha na-eje were sizie n'etu ahụ ka laịfụ ka mma. Biko ana m ekele ụnụ na-asị na ọ ya adịrị ụnụ mma. O nwekwazi ihe ndị ọzọ ka fọkwara na ụnụ ga na-eti ikpere anyị nwa ka anyị nwee ike na-aga n'ihu because ihe ndị a kịta ụnụ na-eti ọ na-abanye lot of us kịta abago into farming. A lot of us kịta abago into farming kama na imezi ya like etu a kịta na ụnụ si na-eme ya by etu isi nye ntụziaka maka ihe gbasara akpa anyị ji eji wee na-etigasị ihe ndị ahụ around our house maka nke ahụ anaghị na-ahụkwa ihe ndị ọ ga na-awụ ụnụ na-egosigasị ya ihe ya nke ndị ka fọdụrụ maka aka nwere ndị fọdụrụ n'ụnụ magasị n'ọnụ ihe ndị na-ekwu ya akwụkwọ ụnụ mara na ọ na-abanye ka a na-eme ka anyị nwa na-amụtakwa.
Ọ dị mma ka isi wee kpọọ igwe agọsi na ndị nọ n'ụlọ na-afụ ihe anyị na-eme bikos ihe anyị na-eme bụ ọfụ ụnụ nwa bụ ndị nọ n'ụlọ bụrụ n'ọfụ anyị nwa bụ ndị nọ n'obodo oyibo ụnụ nwa bụ ndị nọ n'ụlọ ka anyị na-emeli ya so ọ dị mma ka isi wee kpọọ
jisi n'ike. Ana m agba ụnụ ume na mgbago ebe ahụ nọ na ọ dịghị ofere odibo ka ụnụ na-agbara ndị ọcha mana ana m agba ụnụ ume ka ụnụ mata mkpa ọ dị na ihe niile ndị anụ ụnụ na-afụ dị mma ebe ahụ ka anyị welataruo ya ụnụ nwekwa ike batakwa so na anyị nwekwa aṅụrị.
Maazị ekene m gị
udo dịkwara gị.
Ọ dị mma. Thank you very much. Thank you for the call.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. We really appreciate. That was our brother from Biafra land. Calling to show appreciation, are following this program because they are the reason we are here. They are the reason we are running this program to be able to show them. I know that many people have embarked on this bargain and of crops and growing them in bag. But this program also sound as a kind of reminder that we are in the season. We are in the season, farming season, that everybody must answer to the call. Because after this season, it becomes more difficult. Though now we have all-round season farming, which you can do because our atmosphere, our weather support them. So one of the advantages too of this bagging, this sand bagging crop is that you can actually also do them in dry season as long as you have water in your environment. So it's not just only in the rainy season. You can also grow yam in bags in dry season, as long as you have uh, as long as you have enough water. You can use in watering your yam during the dry season, so you can do it all year round. So it's very, very important that our people understand that we are a blessed people. We are highly blessed, and I used to tell my colleagues at work that the problem we have as Africa is that we don't appreciate what we have. We don't even know what we have, and that is why things are difficult for us. Because a people who does not appreciate what they have will always have difficulties in their lives. Because for you to be able to utilize what you have, you must understand the value first of all. When you understand and know the value of what you have, then it becomes important and you utilize them. So this bag farming is not just only during the it's not only during the rainy season. You can plant all year round. After this one, you do again. You continuously, as far as you have water, then you find a way to fertilize your soil. You make them rich to be able to give you the kind of production and yield you desire. So I'm happy and I appreciate our brother who called in from Biafra land, because you are the reason we are here to continuously enlighten and educate you. And I'm very, very, in fact, I have no word to, express my appreciation. So I want to say thank you very much, and I hope that you share this video. How many people share this video? Do you know I can tell you that we have just 10 people who share this video, and it's quite disappointing. So please help us to share. Make sure that you share this video. Share it, because this is quite educating. This one not be Eko Asiri or Eba Saga. If say na saga now, na go dey share am. But as far as it has to do with education, you will not be interested for other people to benefit. So please share this video, share it over and over and over and over again, and tag your friend, because they will help our people. Many who are not watching live now can watch. We have access to watch them later. So I want to see that this video goes viral, because this video have showed some level of education, and I'm happy that our people are sinking in this information. So I want to say thank you very much as we round up this program. I hope to be back again with more educational series on our agricultural campaign in the coming days and in the future, and I believe it will be beneficiary for our people as well. I believe that this BTV Europe is serving the purpose it was created, and our people are testifying that they are beneficiaries to our programs here. And I'm also very, very grateful and happy that we are making impact in the life of our people. Our people need to understand the importance of agriculture. The country that I live in today, is agricultural based. Agriculture is the basis. So, and in fact, when I give history of the importance of agriculture, you start to look at even places like the United States of America. What was the reason that they embarked on slave trade? The reason they embarked on slave trade is because of agriculture. They needed hands to help them in developing the agricultural sector, in the agricultural revolution. So they embarked on slave trade, coming to West Africa to look for men and women who will work in their farms. And most of the people that were captured to work in the farms are very strong people who already have agricultural knowledge, who understand agriculture already. So every time you see all these Western countries, America, Canada, seeking for skilled workers, that during the slave trade, they were also looking for people who have agricultural skill. So what they did were they were going to, just like you see Fulani herdsmen now, harassing people in the farm. All the people that were being captured and sold into slavery were people that were captured on their way to the farm or in their farms. So the people who wanted slave, we had specification of the kind of quality of men they wanted. Just like they are advertising for visa program, skill, knowledge, and all that to come over to America, Canada, and Western world. At that time, what was invoked was able to get people who already have agricultural skill. If you capture them, you sell. You sell it to them, they will buy from you, humans. So if you do not have any skill, you are useless, even as a slave. Even as a slave during the slavery, during this period of the slave trade. Any slave will not get handwork, not the way that they take and do. That is to tell you how important it is. And the American economy was built on the basis of agriculture. The Chinese economy was built on the basis of agriculture. All the entire developed country, the country that I live in, Italy, is built based on agriculture. Because almost 90% of everything you have at disposal comes from agriculture, including the clothes that you wear. Including the clothes that you wear. So the slaves at the time were meant to work in the cotton farm, where they produce cotton for clothes. And also sugarcane farm, potato farms. But the major areas of concentration were sugar and cotton. So it is very, very important that we understand that if we have to develop our land, if we have to develop Biafra land, we must put our more energy and focus in agriculture. Because if you're able to have enough food, if you have food sustainability, that will help you to grow other areas, consistently. You'll be able to, from agriculture, develop other sectors. So our people need to understand that agriculture should be the base of our production and our development. You cannot do without it. A people who cannot feed themselves are useless. A people who cannot produce their own food have no contribution in the world. And we must live with this consciousness and embark on agriculture. So it is very, very important. I want to say thank you very much. And until I meet you again, my name is IKEM Patrick DIKE. And I want to say have a wonderful Saturday and God bless you until we meet again. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.